Hola chaval nuevamente. Esto no lo habíamos visto antes, no me había percatado que uno puede mirar, antes de ver el libro, uno puede mirar como en los alrededores. Y estamos con una especie de transbordador que mira chino. Y... ¿qué música? Ah, no puedo hacer sonido. Bueno, me gustó mucho el ambiente que tiene. Tiene casi un viaje del sur, ¿no? Muy bien, vamos a ver si podemos continuar.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Ahora si está en español, no hay ningún problema.
Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it.
No te preocupes por el idioma, total, no
My
hay
brother
problema.
Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
¿Estás ahí, Rose?
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Que no me escribes. No te puedo decir que de primera me encantó como la atmósfera. Esta clase de juego se le conoce como Walking Simulator, porque en realidad uno lo que más hace es caminar. No hay mucha más interacción que eso.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Ay, ¿por qué hablas? O escribiste. O está muy lenta la transmisión. Me pinta que sí.
In
Acabo
her
de...
will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
The Finches. Como que... Sí, qué divertido. ¿Te imaginas que tú te autodenomines los Urrutias y los Lisanas? Sería divertido. Em, ¿Por arriba o por abajo? Partamos por arriba.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Ups, no alcancé a leer eso. Me acordé del pudú que vi en Ahuenco después de sacarme la cresta. Se vio exactamente igual. Algo así vi. Como que estaba ahí, como que me vio y salió cagando de una. Y alcancé a tomarle una foto.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Sí, fue un pequeño intercambio que hice. Una saca de chucha para ver el pudú. Me parece justo.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Le bajo un poco la música para que puedas escuchar los diálogos también. O está bien así, alcanzáis también a leerlos cuando se despliegan en la
As a
pantalla.
child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Ya. Mi hermano perdido.
I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond. She said it had killed her husband. I was 6. It seemed like an odd joke to me, even then.
Como un tobogán. Todos estaban como un poco forrados en plata.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
¿Sabes lo que me acordé? De Hill House. Era buena esa serie. ¿Este fertilizante o la arena de gatito? Para el chepito. Cuando hacía pipí en arenita.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking
¿En qué,
in,
Max?
I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Muy bien, pero acá no se puede. Deberían tener la opción de caminar un poquitito más rápido nomás. Lo más probable es que esto esté cerrado. Ah, no, de frente no se puede pasar. Wow.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Ups, no hay retorno. Muy bien.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Ujú.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
¿Cuánto tiempo habrá estado abandonada esta casa?
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Edith, Eddie, Don, Lewis. ¿Lewis? ¿Cómo se pronuncia? Lewis. In loving memory of Lewis Finch. December 27, 1988, November 21, 2010. Beloved brother to Edith, son of Don, great grandson to Eddie. Memorial Service. Finch Family. Lewis. Entonces, nació el 88, eso significa que tenía como 1000 años. Como yo. Una volada, un año más, menos que yo. O sea, si murió el 2010, yo el 2010 tenía 23. Igual chico. Liwi. El Liwi. Qué elegancia la de Francia. Esto me recuerda como a tu casa. Como llego, es como un domingo o un sábado, entro a tu cocina y veo esta misma wea. Tu casa. Pero con respeto. Mira la comida del chipito. Me tiene un libro de recetas. Cómo hacer chipito al horno. Ah,
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
no es Molly. Puede ser la nueva polola del chipito. O la nueva amiga de la película. Sí, lo sé, sé que no es tu culpa. Pero es divertido.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Mira, tienen comida china y mucha comida china igual que los chinos de tu casa. Happy everyone. Estaría feliz. Bueno, literalmente están llenos de salmón. Es divertido para mí. Tal vez no para ti, pero para mí sí es divertido. Aunque me da un poco de pena por ti. A veces.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Así como que se fueron de una. También es como una escena cuando entráis a las casas en The Last of Us. Está todo así. Como que la gente se fue nomás. De una.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Mm.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Me está gustando mucho la vibra. se desarrollan
Even
de
the
a poquito.
fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Wow, wow. Super Mario. Ujú. Fotitos. Ah, de Halloween. Esto acuerdo, me acuerda como las fotos que tiene tu papá ahora en su pieza. Son como muy, muy así. Vamos que tiene interesante. Made of meat. Tiene como puras cosas de cocina. Sí, po. Ando sensible. Hoy día estuve como todo el día, toda la mañana como con vista de túnel. Estaba como fatigado, cansado. ¿Estará ahí el Chepito? No, es como una killer wave. Sí, tiene caleta de detalle. Bueno, lo importante de estos juegos, como las pequeñas cosas que le dan como vida o atmósfera.
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Oh, qué onda, esto está como sellado hacia la mala. Alguien usaba silla de ruedas. Antes de subir creo que uno podía abrir esta puerta.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Mm, The Red Room. Era muy loca esa wea. Ah, uno
Edie
puede
told
mirar.
me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Ya, igual freak si eso es verdad. ¿Y por qué tiene una biblioteca sellada así? Qué miedo. Típicas fotos familiares.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms.
Ahí está el porqué.
Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes. I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
¿Qué onda la mamá?
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Por fin.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Ya. Dejemos pausado esto antes de entrar ahí. Como fue la primera habitación, tal vez a donde nos lleve. Vamos a ver qué hay por acá. Estarán todas las habitaciones cerradas y solamente se pueden mirar. Esta es la habitación de
Molly
Molly.
always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Mm. Mira, es una ardilla o una rata. Una ardilla. Y una rata. Como princesa. Más fotos. Es como una paloma.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
¿Qué vibras te da en esta casa? Es como rara. Como una casa antigua, pero con cosas como modernas. Como una vibra muy rara a mí. Es como una casa como familiar, como de los abuelos. Como raro. Bueno, luego está todo
As a
sellado.
kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Un baño. Calvin.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
¿Cómo no comparte una habitación con un hermano muerto? Es un cordero en mi idea. Hay uno de este mismo estilo que se llama Go Home. Que es muy bueno, también te va a gustar mucho. Es cortito y
Whenever people ask
tiene un
me
buen
about
estilo.
my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Barbara Finch. Chin, chin. Es como el tío loco.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
O el abuelo loco. Ah, un artista. Está como embarazada. Pasa que es la mamá. Barbara.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Vinos.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Ya, tiene un anillo como el tuyo la niña. Pero ya lo tiene en el índice. Ya creo que recorrimos todo lo que podíamos. Ahora sí, démosle.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Como un búho. Como un gatito en el cuerpo. Como un gato en el cuerpo de un ave.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
Qué bonito el vitral.
But I had no idea what was behind that door.
El chipito.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Como un silbato.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Juan, qué Pero,
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
que entonces vivían como todos encerrados. Mira, ahí tiene un anillo. ¿O no? Como un collar, con un anillo. ¿No? O un collar, no. No un collar. Un collar con anillo.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
O sea, acá no salían. Como que vivían encerrados. O nadie podía entrar a las habitaciones de las personas. Porque supuestamente te diste cuenta que todas las habitaciones que estaban selladas tenían el nombre de la persona, la fecha de nacimiento y la fecha de defunción, imagino. Rapunzel, tienes razón.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Ahora entramos como al... ahora somos como la niña.
My Halloween candy was all gone. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Pero qué wea. No tenía, no tenía intención de comer comida de hámster, pero pasó. Pececillo. ¿Qué dice? Pensé en... No, en comerse el pescado. No. Con razón se murió esta. A ver, podemos pasar por acá. Vamos a ver. De seguro la puerta está cerrada.
Mom, can I come out now?
No me equivoqué.
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
¿Con quién encierra? ¿Quién encierra a su hijo? ¿Qué pasa si hay un incendio? Una wea así.
I kept eating and eating.
¿Pero qué es pasta de diente? No, pero igual no quería hacer eso. Si iba a comer el pescado. Bueno, el pez. No sé qué técnicamente es pez o pescado. Esa noche me comí, no, pero bueno, que tengo que comerme todas las weas. No me van a dejar hacer nada.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Soy el chipito. ¿Cómo voy para allá?
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Se escucha la campanita. A ver. No puedo. Su collar
Mom
todo
and Dad
desastroso.
didn't even look at me.
¿Están ahí? Mm,
I jumped and I almost got her.
creo que me chispoteé.
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Como, ¿qué onda esta cabra chica? Tiene como 6 problemas de ansiedad.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Oh, qué cool. ¿Dónde qué? ¿Por acá?
Rabbits.
Tomaré un poco. ¡Ay, una liebre! Conejos.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
¿Qué puede ser mejor que conejo? ¿Humanos? ¿El chipito?
A mama rabbit.
¿Dónde? Ahí.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
¿Qué wea esto?
I rolled off the cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Al parecer.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Mira, una frutita.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good. out of the water.
Cagó la
When I
foquita.
opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Bueno, ahora soy como una serpiente.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Tal vez le hizo mal comerse. Comer tanta hueá, tal vez le hizo mal.
I was big, but I moved real quiet. I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Creo que no sé cómo esta niña. La de especiales por la serpiente.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
¿En serio?
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Un baño. ¿Te cachai? ¿Esto pasa en tu casa? Bye. Quería hacer un kaki y aparece la media boa constrictora del baño. Y se come al chipito, hermano.
I got closer and closer.
Volvió a su pieza. Chanchitos. Yo tampoco sé a dónde quiere llegar. Pero hay que darle nomás.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Fergalicious. Me pregunto si la historia sería diferente dependiendo de las acciones que uno hubiera tomado antes.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Puede haber sido un sueño nomás.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Molly. Como la niña rata. Se comía todo.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
No sé si así, qué cosa.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Her room was like a museum.
A ver si encontramos otra cosa. Es un respirador. Tal vez no. No lo sé. Tal vez cambie un poco, o tal vez ciertos aspectos de los diarios cambien. O uno la va construyendo con sus acciones en parte. Norwegian folklore.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Como la abuela Edith.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Hey.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
El hombre topo.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Por acá entramos, ¿no? Sí, por acá entramos. Está lleno de pajareras. ¿Cerrado? Ah, no, está abierto. Uy, qué esponjoso el baño.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
It was a pretty big trace.
Esta es la pieza del pajarito. Odin.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Ay, ¿cómo se hace esto? Ups. Supuestamente tiene cosas que uno puede mover. Ahí están.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Hizo como una minga.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Whew.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Odin.
Great-grandma had always been the family's biggest fan.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Motivada la abuelita. Ya vamos a ver qué hay en esta maravilla. La misma llave la hace a todos.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Qué buena. Como un dark room esto. Para revelar fotos. De hecho hay un rollo de película ahí, los químicos.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Como yo. Milton. Ah, están los hermanos que compartían la pieza. Parece como propaganda de la Guerra Fría esa wea. Ya uno. Como lo que uno puede hacer es.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
De Puerto Varas. El de Pablo Fierro.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Tiene como una pierna rota. Ah, podemos columpiarnos. Hop. Hop. Bueno, se va a romper la otra pierna. Ya nos podemos bajar de esta weá. Ups. Ya, ¿qué si lo dejo quieto? Sí, yo creo que en volada tiene la posibilidad de pasarlo a realidad virtual, creo. Chucha. Bueno, ¿qué hay que hacer? Quiero bajarme. Paren el semestre. No, uno lo puede hacer por los
My
dos.
brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't.
Hay que hacerlo con los dos análogos. La ponemos la wea ahí.
I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready!
Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Vamos a sacar la chucha.
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
¿Te caché esto haciéndolo en realidad virtual? Yo creo que te mareáis.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Tú al tiro te mueres. Oh, weón.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
¿Cómo agarré tanto vuelo?
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Muy bien.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Sí, un poco trágicas.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Qué pena. Oh, qué buena. Muy bien.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
La pancita. Acá alguien tenía un stash de vino. Halloween. Ah, me acuerdo de esta parte.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Sí, efectivamente era el bar de la sala. Es como mi pobre angelito. Barbara. La verdad que, por lo que dices tú, que son trágicas las historias, la verdad es que dijeron que la familia tenía como buena y mala fortuna al mismo tiempo. Estaba como dicha y maldita.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Happy birthday, pero bueno, esa weá de estar. ¿Por qué no le limpió la.? No, olvídalo. ¿Qué dicen los diarios? No alcanzo a leer. Estoy repiti. Barbara. Hoy loco, todos se murieron terrible de jóvenes. Y ella tenía 16 años cuando falleció.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
Habló como Gollum.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break,
Gollum.
she'd been asked to perform her
Exactamente.
signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret
eso no lo
is to
sabíamos.
keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Ey, uno lo controla, el cómic. Oh, qué buena. La de
She
cada de las
found
manos.
Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Esta escena está demasiado cool. Hay que seguir la sangre. Ah,
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well,
A la
I'm
media
not scared,
sopita
Rick.
del weón.
I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
No, no se sube por ahí. Me gustó este estilo como cómic. Chepito, ¿dónde estás, Chepito?
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And who he was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Mira, volvimos a esta pieza.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Not yet, Snake. It's not over yet. Gano es cuando uno debería como salir corriendo, en teoría. No, no se puede. No, no se puede. Por último llamar como los pagos, no sé. Mira, lindo, el buen ya no está.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. she had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He
Pasando
took it
piola ahí
all
el cabro
pretty
chico.
hard. But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
My precious.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Entonces lo que hay que hacer ahora es probar la caja musical.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Ya sé. Como que las palabras van en dirección al siguiente como recuadro, por así decirlo. Démosle. Eso. Una mesa de pool. Sí, bueno, es porque es un sótano, yo creo. Acá me imagino que se ve más claro.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Como las que te pusieron a ti. Eso y hepatitis.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
En realidad acá está
I thought
oscuro.
maybe she was hiding presents.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Y ahora sí no soy ni una wea.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Bueno, no veo nada.
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
2005. Marzo del 2005. Y esta es la historia de Walter.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
30 años.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
¿Qué onda? Enero del 76.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped.
¿Hasta cuándo muere? Marzo 2005. Por lo menos ahí está.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can. I know it's out there, somewhere.
¿Quién está afuera?
Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly.
Ah, este el hermano, el que está debajo de la cama, supuestamente. Tal vez por eso vive como bajo tierra, quedó como traumado.
And Calvin.
Algo vio.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
Sí,
I don't mind if I
hermano
wake up
rarito.
or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
¿Y murió con el tren? No me voy, weón.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Bueno, es como Hugo en Los Simpsons. El hermano gemelo de Bart. Con la barba de ermitaño y la pinta ermitaño que tenía.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Tenía buena vista de un cuadro. Igualito a moi. A moi. no sabe lo que estoy hablando. Como que el tema recurrente en esta casa son los libros. Donde uno va hay libros.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house...
Hugo.
I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Como el basurero que tenía este weón.
Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Llegamos bien, pobre. ¿Cuánto llevamos? Hagamos uno más y lo dejamos hasta ahí. ¿Te parece? Espérate, no lo ha dibujado aún. Ah, no, sí lo dibujó Walter. Ahí está. ¿Y a dónde iba ese tren supuestamente? Que pinta la luna y el cielo.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Como me acerco y se prenden esas lucecitas pequeñas. Qué cool. Como un juguete. Qué cool. Sí, es demasiado bacán. Como el detalle.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Eso es cierto.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
¿Para por acá el Chepito?
3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Igual que tú, que le aprieta y le saca el ojo a los pobres hamsters. ¿No dice por acá el Chepito?
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Calvin Finch, Molly Finch. Ay, tiene como un gatito. Sven, Edie, Walter, Barbara.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Había una foto de esto. Esta es la primera casa que hago. Esa era la hija.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Claramente fue así. Tú me admitiste la historia. Así que nada que hacer. Te piteaste un pobre hamster. Miremos por el hoyito. Ahí.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Sam, Gregory, Goose.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Tiene como una varita de Harry Potter. O sea, sé que es un lienzo, pero me divertido. Sanjay Kumar, Lewis Finch.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
¿Qué edad tiene esta amiga?
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Me acordé de la casa de Osorno que tenían llenas de pieles y cosas de animales. America. America.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
America. 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 La super cámara.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Mira el chepito embalsamado. Está a punto de hacer una maldad. Así deberíamos congelar al chepito para toda la eternidad. Y le dejamos las fauces abiertas y le ponemos un pajarito. Para que capte su aura. Ok. Sellado. Dude, ¿qué hay que hacer? ¿Y qué te dijeron? ¿Te dijeron que sí? ¿Que no? Tal vez. Una selfie.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
No hacían esos trabajos. Solo embalsamaban personas.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hey!
Tú sacándome estas fotos
That's a
en
keeper.
Puerto Varas.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
La mejor foto es la del zorrito.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip.
Y cuando no podía hacer pipí, te dije piensa en el chepito
Your
y
grandpa's
se
Fen
escucha
taught
el...
us how to fish, how to build a fire. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
No, jamás.
We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
No creo que haya sido una coincidencia.
Let's see. Maybe. Or was it? You don't need to waste any more film on me, kiddo. It could have been.
¿Qué hay que hacer? Ayuda. El vinito. Oye, no tengo idea qué hay que hacer. Habrá que gastar todas las fotos. Están 8 de 11. Sí, creo que hay que hacer eso. Yo creo que hay que gastar el rollo. Tenemos fotos como locos nomás. Oh, el flash culiado me va a dejar ciego. Mira, pajarito.
Good eyes, Don.
Hey, tal vez eso.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
¿Qué dijo?
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target.
¿Dónde está? Oye, ¿dónde está? ¿Lo veía o no? Supuestamente hay un ciervo acá.
Dear Dad.
No quiero que salga una foto ahí.
Let me get behind you.
Había que cambiar de ángulo.
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Dawn!
La selfie. Bueno,
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Dawn, just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
para la posteridad. Broma que se guardó esa foto.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Ya. Al parecer murió así. ¿Te parece dejarlo hasta acá por el día de hoy? Terminamos con una historia trágica. ¿Y por qué no hay que matar animales? Así que buenas noches por ahora, ¿te parece? Sí, ya me empezó a dar tutito. Mañana me levanto tranqui, me voy tranqui a la pega. Así que ánimos con tu tesis, que quede muy bonito todo, que puedas dormir muy bien y tengas una linda noche. Y mañana hablamos. Buenas noches, Rose. Estuvo muy entretenido hoy día. Que duermas bien. Chaito.